Hello universe, it is I, Mr. Tags, again. Well, today I have a very useful tutorial for you, and it's how to make your toon model look more anime-ish or toon-ish, yeah, anyone you prefer. Now, in order to follow up this tutorial, you need several things. One is Blender 2.8 and above. And secondly, you need XPS tools, but this is only if you want to follow me step by step, because I'm going to use XPS models for this tutorial. And in order for you to import XPS models, you need Blender XPS add-ons. So let me show you where to get that. I'll post the link in the description. You need XPS tools 2.0. The download link is here, right? And there's also a tutorial on how to install it, right? But I'm just going to show you how it looks after you download it. If you download an add-on, it will come in a zip file. So what you need to do is come to Edit, Preferences, go to Add-ons, press Install, and go to wherever you downloaded XPS. In this case, the name I gave it was XNA LRA Mesh. Once I install the add-on, you see this blue tab over here. It says correctly installed. So now I just need to search for XNA, and it comes up. And normally yours might not be ticked, so make sure it's ticked. And voila, it's in there. But because of 2.9's update, you might not see it instantly. So what you would need to do is come to Interface, come to Developer Extras, make sure Developer Extras is ticked. And now if you go to File, go to Import, you should see XNA LRA, and you can be able to import XPS models. Now there are lots of XPS models on DeviantArt. I'm just going to use a Naruto model for example because I already downloaded them, but Naruto models aren't the only ones that exist. If you search for MHA, My Hero Academia 3D models, there's a lot of them. XPS, even this one, it's on XPS, so that's why I'm showing you XPS, so that you'll be able to really make use of these character models. Now, once you download the character model, it will be zipped sometimes, so you have to unzip it. And once you unzip the folder, you will see the name called Naruto Pack or Deku Pack or something like that, whatever the name is. Now, once you've unzipped the folder, what you need to do is come to Import, come to Mesh, Import XNA, Import XNA. Then you come to wherever you downloaded the models. In my case, I downloaded them to 3D models. I have Naruto Uzumaki Pack, and I'm just going to select a mesh, import, and boom, there we have it. In all his cute glory. Now you look at this character and you be like, this doesn't look like the thumbnail of what I saw on DeviantArt. Well, that's because you haven't added any shaders to it on Blender. Now let me show you how to get the shading done. What you need to do is go to Quick Toon Outline. It's free on Gumroad by Daitomodachi. Download it. Don't unzip it after you download it. Just download it and come to Toon Shader. You can also download it. It's a blend file, so this one is slightly different. So first of all, this blend file, he has a YouTube channel. Supreme Kai Erito has a YouTube channel that explains how to use his toon shader. In fact, it also has version 6, but for this tutorial I'm going to use version 3 because this is the one I know how to use. So try and open it once you finish downloading it, and you can see that this is a project that has toon shader applied to everything on the scene. Now if you come to the shading tab, you will see that everything is connected to toon shader v3. So what we need is toon shader v3 inside our project for this Naruto model, right? Because as you can see, the shader we have here is called XPS shader, and we don't want XPS shader, we want toon shader. You might be thinking, all right, so why don't we just copy and paste just copy it, then copy the node and then paste? It won't work. So now you can't really copy and paste different nodes between projects, but what you can do is copy them in a different format. What we're going to do is go to File, Append, and then you look for the toon shader that you downloaded, toon shader.blend, press Append, then come to node tree, append, then toon shader 3, append. And now if we search for toon shader, if I can spell it right, toon shader, boom, we have toon shader in our scene. Now what you need to do is delete the XPS. You have to delete the XPS shader, select it, delete, and move the diffuse node, connect color to mono. Let me zoom in so you can see it. Connect color to mono, two-tone, and environment. Move the material output closer, connect color to surface, and boom. You can't really see it well because it's shiny. Make sure you reduce the specular to 0. Okay, and if I try to fine-tune the shadows, you should see now, hey, it looks better, right? It has that game anime 3D style kind of thing. Now from here on out, I'm going to keep doing this for every part of the mesh because I've only selected the face when I did that. You can't select multiple objects and add nodes to it. It's one at a time. So for the face, I'm just going to copy the node and then come to the eyes, paste, move the diffuse, delete the XPS shader. Ooh, that's spooky, man. Connect the color. Okay, now we have a problem because what was here wasn't actually the eyes texture, it was the eye shine texture. So we're going to, if you ever encounter a problem like this with any XPS models, what you need to do is come to this folder icon and look for eyes, open image, and it's fixed. So because this is the eyes, you want the eyes to reflect light, right? So in this, there is a light here. I'm just going to grab it, move it in front of him, and change my rendered view. Whew, no, that's too close. I'm just going to move the light all the way back. Alright. You can see his eyes aren't really reflecting the light because the specular, which is the reflectiveness, is at 0. So we come to shading, select the eyes, increase the specular to not too much, maybe 0.8 is fine. Come to layout And then boom, you see the light is shining in his eyes. It's beautiful. If I just grab the light with G and move it around, you can see that the light, it reflects on his eyes, which is what we want for eyes to do. Now we're going to do the same toon shading for every part of the body. I'm going to fast forward the video here, but I'm not going to skip it so that you can see if you want to follow along. Okay, so we're done, and now in the layout you can see that the toon shader is working very well, but it's not done, right? He doesn't have the outlines. So if you want outlines, it's not a must, but this is most of the time if you're making 3D anime stuff, you want there to be outlines. So if you want that, what you would need, as mentioned earlier, is this quick toon outline add-on. So once you download that, you don't need to unzip it, just leave it zipped. You go to Blender, press File, go to Edit, Preferences, Add-ons, Install, and look for the quick toon outline. Once you select the zipped file, in this case I unzipped it, which is wrong, don't unzip, but if you did unzip it still works, I guess. Quick toon outline installed, it's installed, and it usually comes with a PDF explaining how to use the quick toon outline. So make sure it's enabled, don't forget. Search for outline. This is the one by Daitomodachi. Make sure it's enabled, and then press F3, search for outline. Oh wait, let's make sure we select everything except for the blush. I don't need the blush, okay? Well, I'll just grab hide the blush. I really don't want to add outlines to the blush, so it remains there. So now you press F3, press outline, and you should see add outline to mesh. That is the add-on we just installed. And then you put in a thickness. Oh wait, just before we do this, I want you to save your file. Save your file before you press add outline to mesh, because you can't undo this after you've done it. So let me press 0.1 and see how it looks. Oh, so as you can see, my model has been destroyed. It looks horrible to look at, so I'm just going to zoom out a bit. Now if you want to fix this problem, what you can do is come to modifiers, solidify, because this is the outline. You can come here and reduce the scale. Oof, it just looks so painful. Oh, you know what, just delete it. Delete the outlines, select every mesh component and delete solidify, and the face and everything should go back. to normal, I guess. Yikes. Okay, that was very disturbing. Alright, that means we have to try again, but with a smaller number this time. F3, add outline 0.0001. Oh, would you look at that? It's somewhat better. The eyes, on the other hand, are having some issues. Let me just reduce that to 0.001 and it's fixed. Now there are outlines and he looks like a proper anime character, I guess, you know, that you could play around with. Hooray, we've done it. And yes, this is how to get your 3D anime shader to your model. In case you want to see how he actually looked like before this, well, let's bring the same mesh and let's move him to the left and change view. Alright, let me hide its armature. Look, there's such a big difference between the two models. Just look at them. One's shirt is broken. Okay, that happens sometimes. If your shirt or your texture is broken, it's mostly because of the outline. So, you know, delete the outline and try again with a different value, 0.001 or 0.005. Oof. That's generally how it works. You can try any other way by yourself. So congratulations, it's done. It is done. Well, if you enjoyed that video, please let me know what you think in the comments below. If you had any troubles with any of the steps, please also let me know in the comments and I will do my best to solve your problem or issue. And if you want to see more content like this, tutorials, I guess, it's my first time, so do bear with the pauses, I guess. So it might be too long, but I feel like it had to be this long so that I made sure that everything I say and do is exactly the way I do it. No room for mistakes here, you know. Well, that's it. I guess I'll see you guys in another random video. See ya.